Alright guys, so here we have it, the Virtue V2 High Roller Gear Bag in the blue, black, and gray. I just loaded it up with my gear bag contents from my old NXE bag here. This NXE bag was absolutely massive. This thing can hold so much gear. I mean, if you're looking for an extremely large gear bag with minimal amount of pockets, but just a big cargo space, you don't want to spend the $200 on a Planet Eclipse kit bag. These bags retail for $119.99 on sale right now. It's huge. Just, I would consider picking one of those up if that's just what you need, is a main compartment, big space. As for the Virtue High Roller V2 bag, great bag. It's super nice. It seems like it's going to hold up rather well. Let's get a side angle view here. You see it's pretty packed up to the brim. I'm just going to take you through the contents I have in here just to show you how much you really can fit in here. Bag's not as big as I was hoping it was going to be, even though compared to the NXE bag, it does look like it's relatively the same. It lacks width compared to the NXE bag. Let me put this aside here. As you can see, this compared to the NXE bag, the width of the bag is a big difference. This was something that I think the Virtue bag struggles with a little bit, but all set aside, let's go through it and show you what fits in this bag, at least what I have in my gear bag compared to some of yours. I mean, I might have a lot more stuff than you guys. Let's take a look. So let's start with the top here, this top small pocket. I'm not going to take the contents out, but I have an Inceptions Designs red case that has one of my GoPros in it. I have a full Allen key set here, and this is a really big set of Allen keys. A lot of people will just have a really small set of Allen keys, so that takes up a decent amount of space in that pocket. And then I have 2 barrel socks. I can definitely fit a couple more things in there if I wanted to, small items. I just didn't need to. For the pocket underneath that, I have my HK0 G-Pack with 4 pods, and I have my GoPro stabilizer, which is in a pretty decent sized case. I mean, compared to the pod pack, it's roughly the same length. So those 2 things fit relatively nicely in here. Definitely not utilizing the space that well, but you'll see why I kept my pod pack in this pocket as opposed to the main compartment. So let me close this up. A little challenging with one hand. Put my phone down real quick. Alright, so that's packed up. 2 side pockets down here. I have microfibers in this one, and on this side I have my Exalt Barrel Made and another squeegee, an Empire squeegee. Great pocket for that. Definitely gets the job done. In here, so this is the designated mask spot. What I noticed was when you put your mask in this part, the compartment underneath it is a decent size, but it wasn't practical. I mean, you couldn't really do much with it. The mask took up so much room in this pocket that overflowed into the bottom pocket that I could only fit my XL barrel kit case in there, which really wasn't helping me because I had a lot more stuff that needed to fit. So what I did was I put my well, not my SL tank, but my Hero 77 in here. Nice microfiber lining, so it's definitely going to just keep it pretty safe and protected. And it doesn't take up as much room as the mask did. And underneath, I have my pod caddy, a pair of Planet Eclipse elbow pads, and a hat. So that's pretty much what I was able to fit in here. You can definitely configure it different ways. If you want to put your mask in here, like I said, I fit my XL barrel case in here and the arm pads and the hat. But I needed more space in the main compartment, which I wasn't getting. So I needed to move some stuff around. In the main spot, let's take a look at the top here first. So I have my chrono and some O-rings there. I have a pocket knife, needle nose pliers, Dow 55, a big tube of Dow 33, batteries, more O-rings, Teflon tape. So that's a nice, these are nice pockets for stuff like this. O-rings, chrono, parts kit, or like parts and lube and tools. And then in this pocket I have GoPro accessories, and I think that's it. I think just GoPro accessories in this top pocket here. Which, oh, and my Stella. I have a Stella 2-piece barrel sitting in there as well. And then here is the main compartment. So this is my issue. I have my Bob Long Ripper in here. I have my GOG Enemy sitting here. I don't mind if this sits in this sleeve, but I usually like to bring another Electro to the field, and most of the cases are not small. Like PE cases, I have a Twister LV1 like coming in the mail that I don't know if this case is going to fit here if I wanted to bring that. I have a Carnivore that doesn't have a box, but if I get an XL marker case for the Carney, that's not going to fit. I have another Bob Long Dragon G6R coming in the mail that definitely will fit here, so that's nice. But you really have to configure this pocket to make it work for you. I mean, needless to say, I have an XL barrel kit in here. I have a die rotor. I have a Spire 3 in the carbon case. I have my SL2 Ninja 77 in a carbon case. I have 2 goggle frames here. So it's not like the bag is small. I just think it fits 2 setups and only 2 setups, which really is all you're probably going to want to bring to the field. I tend to bring more than I probably should, but I think I can fit one more marker right here if I configure it differently or if I try pretty hard. And then in this side pocket, I just have an Egro, a lime green Ego grip kit, and my parabolic 5-barrel for my GOG Enemy. But that's it, guys. I didn't want to take everything out. I think you can get a general representation, visualization of what you can actually fit in here. Definitely 2 setups. So I have 2 hoppers, 2 hoppers, 2 tanks, 2 masks. I have 2 markers, one being in this marker pouch here. My Ripper sitting there. I have 2 masks. I probably said that already. Yeah, so definitely 2 setups. My caddy, my pod pack, 4 pods, my arm pads, a hat, my GoPro accessories, well, 2 GoPro accessories, my GoPro stabilizer, Allen key, spare parts, tools, another Stella barrel on top of what I have in there, squeegees, microfibers. So I have all the essentials, definitely all the stuff that you guys are going to be bringing to the field. If you're running 2 setups, then you guys are fine. Like, honestly, if you guys are running 2 complete setups with a pod caddy, you're going to be fine. I don't know how many people have Freak XL barrel kits and Stellas and 5 barrels in there. I don't know how many people have these cases for their stuff or bring 2 hoppers or 2 tanks to the field. I definitely think this barrel will suit the need, or not, this bag will suit the need for a lot of people who are looking for a new gear bag. I think the $179 price point is awesome compared to a lot of other bags on the market. In terms of this size, you're looking at the medium size version for GI, the medium size version for Die, and the medium size for Empire, which are all and Push, which are all $200, but they're not as big as this dimensionally. This is actually pretty close to the kit bag. It's just a different layout and it's not as tall. But the PE bags are $199. The classic split bags, split compact bags are $170, I think, on sale right now, or $160, which is smaller than this. I had one of those. But other than that, guys, here's all the stuff that I fit in my personal gear bag. If you have any questions, please let me know. Like I said, I did have to configure it a little bit, not necessarily put the mask in the mask pocket and whatnot, but that really doesn't bother me as long as something's filling it and making use of the space. It's really all I care about. But I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If you're looking for a gear bag and you have, you know, a 2 setup amount of gear, possibly 3 markers, then take a look at it. I think you'd be pleasantly surprised with how nice this with this gear bag and how nice this gear bag is. Take care. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.